Hello and welcome to the Spring 2012 edition of Rochford District Matters, the information paper for the people of Rochford District. In this edition are articles on an award for 20 years of neighbourhood volunteering, walking your way to the Olympic Games, a hat trick for the windmill, council tax and the budget for 2012-13, help for street parties and much more. But we'll start with some important details about changes to your recycling dates.
Bin collections will remain as normal on Good Friday, the 6th of April, Easter Monday, the 9th of April, May Day, Monday the 7th of May, and the Spring Bank Holiday, Monday the 4th of June. But the published information regarding collections on the Diamond Jubilee Bank Holiday on Tuesday the 5th of June has changed. Collections will now not be going ahead on this day. Tuesday the 5th of June is the only day during this week that collections will not go ahead. Further information will be made available nearer the time.
A Rayleigh couple who have dedicated 20 years to keeping their neighbourhood safe have had their commitment officially recognised. Barbara and Tony Oliver have been named winners of the Essex Neighbourhood Watch Coordinator of the Year Award for 2011. The award, which is supported by Essex Police and the Essex Police Authority, recognises the important part coordinators play in making Essex one of the safest places to live and work. The public and others involved in community safety across the county were invited to nominate coordinators who have demonstrated excellent service in their community. With more than 8,000 volunteer coordinators, Neighbourhood Watch schemes provide support and reassurance to over a third of households across the whole of Essex. It's accepted that crime levels reduce when there is an active scheme in place, and there's less fear of crime when people know what's going on in their area and how to seek help and support. Mike Hooper, Chair of Rayleigh and Rochford Neighbourhood Watch, said, "Our teams are very pleased that Rochford District has won this award and welcome all inquiries to their office regarding setting up a neighbourhood watch scheme on your street or road to build on this success and further increase coverage in the Rochford District." You can contact your local neighbourhood watch or speak to a member of your neighbourhood policing team and find out more by entering your postcode in the My Neighbourhood section of the Essex Police website at www.essex.police.uk.
Learning computer skills. The Rayleigh, Rochford and District Association for Voluntary Service, or RAVS, has a wide range of support on offer across the community in the Rochford District. RAVS is once again running their popular laptop courses, which aim to help over 50s learn computing skills in a relaxed atmosphere. And LAPTOP, which stands for Lifelong Access to PCs through Training for Older People, can help you with a beginner's computer course, home visits and a computer club, all in a relaxed atmosphere. Among the skills the course teaches are how to visit websites that you have seen on television, how to send emails with photos attached, how to transfer photos from cameras to computers and print them out, and learn about internet shopping. So if you're interested, contact Laptop at RAVS on 01268 772796 or email RAVS, and that's RRAVS@ravs.org.uk. The Citizens Advice Service helps people resolve their legal, money and other problems by providing free, confidential, independent and impartial advice and information, and by influencing policymakers, helping prevent problems for everyone. If you live in the district and would like to speak to a member of the Bureau, the current opening hours for initial assessments are at the Rochford office, Back Lane, Rochford, SS4 1AY, Tuesdays and Thursdays 10 AM to 2 PM, and at the Rayleigh office in the Civic Suite, Hockley Road, Rayleigh, SS6 8EB, Monday, Thursday and Friday from 10 AM to 2 PM. Initial assessments are also available via the telephone 0844 477 0808 or visit www.adviceguide.org.uk for initial information on a variety of aspects of daily living.
With the Olympic Games coming to London later this year, Rochford District Council has a massive number of ways you can get involved in the celebrations. Whether it's catching sight of the Olympic torch coming through Rayleigh or taking part in the SX Urban Games, there's something for everyone, so get these dates in your diary. The centrepiece of the festivities is the Olympic torch passing through Rayleigh on Friday the 6th of July, and a day of activities featuring street entertainment on the High Street and a school sports competition on King George V playing fields. The windmill will also be open. Next up is a once-in-a-lifetime countrywide celebration not to be missed. Sparks Will Fly at Wild Woods Day on Saturday the 2nd of June promises to be a memorable experience featuring the very best of local and national sporting stars and artists in a unique event at Hockley Woods. Sport and physical activities will also play a central role in the district's year-long celebrations, with opportunities for everyone to take part in Olympic sports and try out something new, including the SX Urban Games in September. Also in September, inspired by the London 2012 Cultural Olympiad, our local artists are at the heart of the 20 in 12 programme, with Olympic-themed artist commissions, numerous art workshops, and an international theme to the Rayleigh Art Festival, where we'll welcome arts and culture from all over the world. For more details of these and other events celebrating the Games, visit www.rochford.gov.uk/2012.
And why not walk your way to the Games with us? Race walking may be an event at the London 2012 Olympic Games, but you don't need to be an athlete to walk your way to a more active life. The Council is taking part in a special project organising a series of walks to help you get healthy in the run-up to the London 2012 Olympic Games. Rochford has teamed up with the Essex Legacy team at Essex County Council, along with Southend-on-Sea Borough Council and South East Essex Ramblers, to bring you Walking Your Way to the Games. The challenge is simple. There are 5 walks to complete around South Essex. Each is divided into 5 colours, and you'll receive a free gift for any walk that you complete. The challenge is, can you complete all 5 walks? The Red Walk, which is the shortest, is at Priory Park. It's a distance of between 1 and 1.5 miles. It's on the 25th of October. It starts at 1:15 p.m. and the meeting point is outside the cafe in Priory Park, Victoria Avenue, Southend-on-Sea. It's SS2 6NB. The Green Walk is along Canvey Sea Wall, and that's a distance of between 1.5 and 1.75 miles. It's on the 2nd of May and the 19th of September, and the time is 10:30 a.m. and the meeting point is the Labworth Car Park on Canvey, SS8 7NQ. The Yellow Walk in Hullbridge is a distance of 2 miles, and it's on the 23rd of July at 10:45 a.m. and the meeting point is the car park, the corner of Ferry Road and Pools Lane in Hullbridge, SS5 6PA. The Blue Walk in Hadley is a distance of 4 miles, and it's on the 20th of April and the 7th of September. And you meet at the Salvation Army car park at 10:30 a.m. The Black Walk, which is the longest at 5 miles, is on the 13th of June and the 15th of August. And you meet at 10 a.m. at the Castle Inn car park, that's 181 Little Wakering Road, SS30JW. But please note that all details are correct at the time of the printing, but are subject to change. Please check with event organiser to confirm details. And for more information, contact the Sports Development Officer, Mark Aldous, on 01702 318 121 or by email mark.aldous, and that's ALDOUS, at rochford.gov.uk.
For the 3rd year in a row, the Rayleigh Windmill has achieved the Quality Assured Visitor Attraction accreditation from Visit England. In their report, Visit England, the national body that assesses visitor attractions throughout the country, praised the warm welcome offered by the volunteers, as well as their enthusiasm and knowledge. You can sample the same warm welcome that the Visit England judges enjoyed when the windmill reopens for 2012 on Sunday the 1st of April through to and including September. The team that looks after the windmill has put together a packed programme of special events for you to visit and enjoy throughout the year. Among the exhibitions the windmill is set to host are these: Titanic, the first 100 years, 1st of April to the 9th of May. An exhibition by Rayleigh Through the Looking Glass, featuring a range of materials as well as the Titanic's links with many Essex people and places. Sails in the Wind, 12th of May to the 27th of June. An exhibition presenting the history of the windmill through film, oral history recordings and photos, which was created as part of a year-long celebration of the windmill's 200th anniversary in 2009. Rochford District celebrates in 2012. From the 30th of June to the 12th of August, this exhibition celebrates London 2012 and the Olympic torch passing through Rayleigh, and includes materials collected through Rochford's Dreams and Memories Olympic Archive project. The windmill opening times are Wednesdays from 10 AM to 1 PM and Saturdays and Sundays from 1 to 4 PM. Please check the website before visiting, as the windmill is sometimes closed for private events. The windmill wouldn't be as successful or popular as it is today without the support and generosity of its volunteers, and we're always looking for more people to become involved in the windmill. For more information on volunteering at the windmill, please contact the leisure team on 01702 546 366 or email leisure@rochford.gov.uk, and the website is www.rochford.gov.uk/windmill.
Last year saw the launch of the Supporting Talented Athletes in Rochford, or STAR, at My Local scheme. The scheme, run by the Council's leisure team, Shop at My Local and Active Rochford, aims to help two of the district's talented athletes to continue to excel at the highest level. Businesses that are part of Shop at My Local scheme have the opportunity to support and sponsor sailing champion Lucy Hodges and badminton star Rebecca Terry. So far, £2,012 has been raised to support Lucy and Rebecca and allow them to continue to train and compete at the very highest level. The sponsors who have made this possible are Active Rochford, Wells Legal Homes and Wells Legal Solicitors, DB Training and Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation. In 2011, star athlete Lucy Hodges achieved first place at the Blind Nationals, first place at the Multi-Class Regatta, and 7th at the World Blind Match Racing. She says, "All this has been helped by the STAR scheme. I could not have done all this without this help." In 2011, star athlete Rebecca Terry achieved Under-17 Silver Warwickshire singles and doubles semi-finals, Under-17 Silver Anglia runner-up in singles and doubles, Under-17 Silver Sussex runner-up in doubles, Under-17 Gold Essex singles semi-finals, Middlesex Senior Bronze semi-finals. The Under-17 Essex team qualified for national playoffs. If you are interested in the scheme, contact Mark Aldous on 01702 318 121 or email mark.aldous@rochford.gov.uk.
And now for some details of 3 £100 prizes up for grabs. The Revenues and Benefits team is responsible for producing, printing and posting thousands of council tax bills and booklets every year. We need your help to reduce our costs and carbon footprint. We want you to sign up for paperless billing and get your future bills by email. This is convenient for you, convenient for us, and very good for the environment. As an incentive for taking part in this campaign, we're offering you the chance to win one of 3 £100 cash prizes. To be in with a chance of winning, you must sign up for paperless billing by 30th of April 2012 by emailing your name and council tax account number, which is found on your bill, to paperlessbilling@rochford.gov.uk, and we'll do the rest. If we receive your email request before 5:30 PM on the 30th of April 2012, you will be entered into our prize draw, which will take place on the 1st of May. Entry is restricted to 1 request per household. Winners will be notified by post the following week, and winner details will be published in the summer issue of Rochford District Matters.
The Revenues and Benefits team has received nationally recognised accreditation for its excellent customer service for the second year running. The team retained its Customer Service Excellence Award, recognising the way in which they are continuously striving to improve and develop their service in response to the needs of their customers. Following a rigorous assessment, the team demonstrated they are committed to making sure customers who use their services are provided with the information they need quickly, professionally and courteously. In confirming the accreditation, the assessors said they passed with flying colours. The team, which is responsible for administering housing and council tax benefit, as well as collecting council tax, business rates and investigating benefit fraud, is just one of 21 revenues and benefits departments in the country to have received the prestigious accreditation. Nick Scott, manager of the team, said, "Though we have received top marks in this assessment, we will continue to raise our standards to ensure our customers receive the service they want and deserve." Did you know the Council has made claiming housing and council tax benefit easier? You can now claim these benefits online by completing an electronic claim form. The process is really quick and easy. You simply start with a calculator which gives you an idea of the amount of housing and council tax benefits you may qualify for. You then complete the claim form which asks for the information we need. When you have finished, you submit the form and we receive it in our office the same day. You can print a copy for your records with instructions about the documents we need to see. For more information and to find the form, visit rochfordclaims. And I'll spell the next bit, TEAMNETSOL.com.
Rochford District Council's council tax for the financial year April 2012 to March 2013 has again been frozen. Essex County Council and the Essex Fire Authority have also frozen their parts of the overall tax bill. The Essex Police Authority have set an increase of £4.59 or 3.47%, and parish town councils have increased by an average of £2.52 or 7.27%. This means that the total average council tax bill for a Band D property will be £1,528.22 per annum, an overall average increase of £7.11 per annum, which is 0.47%. Of your total council tax bill, only 13% comes to Rochford District Council, with the rest going to Essex County Council, 71%, Essex County Fire and Rescue Authority, 4%, Essex Police Authority, 9%, and the parish town councils, 3%. For further information, see the booklet which accompanies your council tax bill, or visit our website www.rochford.gov.uk.
So how are Rochford District Council services funded? The Council receives money from a government grant, including money towards the cost of benefits paid out, income from fees and charges such as parking charges, and the money collected from council tax. For 2012-13, the amounts are from the government grant, £26.8 million, which represents 69% of the total, fees and charges, £5.2 million, representing 14%, and council tax, £6.4 million, representing 17%. The local government finance settlement was announced in December 2011. This continues to reflect the unprecedented economic circumstances. Rochford District Council's grant was reduced by 16.2% in 2011, and the total grant awarded for 2012-13 is £3.249 million, a further 11.1% reduction. To put this into perspective, delivery of statutory services alone is estimated to cost approximately £9.8 million.
The budget gap for 2012-13 has been met by reducing the budget for the cost of the pest control service by £14,000, increasing income by introducing charges for parking at Hockley Woods and Freight House, introducing a scheme of charges for pre-application planning advice, ceasing to run the summer swimming scheme, producing a saving of £11,000, In our corporate plan, the Council identifies what it needs to deliver for the whole district, in line with our priorities of making a difference to our people, community, environment and local economy. For the year ahead, these include making a difference to our people, to continue to deliver efficiency savings and identifying opportunities for increasing income, including shared service working and providing services to third parties. Making a difference to our community, to respond to and implement the requirements of the Localism Act to the benefit of our community. Making a difference to our environment by implementing the action plan that supports the Council's climate change and sustainability strategy, Climate CO2DE. Making a difference to our local economy, to implement the Joint Area Action Plan in partnership with Southend Borough Council, covering London Southend Airport and its environs.
Your views played an important part in decisions taken by councillors when they looked at the budget for the next 12 months. Last year, the Council put together a budget survey asking you to prioritise Council services in terms of their importance and whether spending on them should be reduced or increased. The survey was published in the last 2 editions of Rochford District Matters and made available online on the Council's website. Copies of the survey were also distributed at various Council meetings and venues in order to get as many responses as possible. In total, 495 responses were received, 328 by post and 167 online. Tackling antisocial behaviour and environmental crime, waste and recycling, street cleaning and litter picking were identified as the most important services according to the responses. The areas where respondents wanted to reduce spending were sports, culture and leisure, planning, economic development and parks and open spaces. Respondents were split over some services. For example, support to the community was deemed a high priority by 8.6% of respondents and a low priority by 8.1%. Public and environmental health was a high priority for 11.1% of respondents and a low priority by 6.7%. Support to the voluntary sector was a high priority for 8.8% of respondents and 9.9% thought it was a low priority. All age groups stated that tackling antisocial behaviour and environmental crime was the highest priority service. As for the services that should see spending reductions, the under 25s and the 25 to 49 age groups' choice was planning, economic development, while the 50 to 64 and 65 plus age groups opted for sports, culture and leisure. The feedback from this consultation was considered by members during the budget process. If you answered the budget survey, or if you want to help shape and inform policy in the future, why not join our Have Your Say group? The group is made up of Rochford residents who volunteer to express their views on the Council's proposals and local services. The information you provide helps the Council to make its decisions. In order for us to get the information we need, you will be asked to fill in questionnaires and participate in focus groups. When signing up, you will be asked to highlight any particular areas of interest to ensure your views are taken into account when relevant consultations come up. You can sign up to the group by visiting the website www.rochford.gov.uk/have-your-say. You can call Andrew Lowing, Community Planning Officer, on 01702 318 061, or you can email him andrew.lowing@rochford.gov.uk.
Out and about, details of what's happening in your area. Markets. Hullbridge Farmers Market at Hullbridge Community Centre, Pools Lane, is started on the 24th of March and is held every 4th Saturday of the month between 9 AM and 12:30 PM. Entry and parking free. Contact 01702 230374. Hockley Farmers Market. This is at the old fire station, 58 Southend Road, Hockley, on the 14th of April between 9 AM and 12 noon. This market sells bread and cakes, eggs, honey, cheeses, organic vegetables, chutneys and jams, home-reared poultry and meats, and lots more. Contact enquiries at hockley-essex.gov.uk. Rayleigh High Street Market. This is every Wednesday from 8 AM to 2 PM. You can buy fresh meat, fish, fruit, vegetables, specialty breads, cakes, cheese, pies, groceries, household products, jewellery, handbags, sweets, garden ornaments, pet food and lots more besides. Taxi pickup is in the lay-by at the Crown pub and drop-off in the lay-by at the Clock. Wallasey Wanders. Book now to take a wander around the RSPB's stunning Wallasey Island project. Stroll along the seawall with the Wallasey Birder and project volunteers. Watch the landscape change with the seasons and be inspired by the sheer scale of the wild coast on your doorstep. The wonders are free of charge, but booking is essential. For more details, contact Hilary on 01702 258357 or hilary.hunter@rspb.org.uk.
Shopland Hall Equestrian Centre in Shopland Road, SS4 1LT, run a fun club on the 4th, 11th and 13th of April from 9 AM to 1 PM. This is a great chance for 5 to 10-year-olds to learn all about ponies with quizzes, team games and a pony ride, and the cost is £20. Contact 01702 543377 or visit info@shoplandhall.co.uk. Rochford Tennis Club have an open day at their premises at Church Walk, Rochford, SS4 1NL, on Saturday the 14th of April from 9 AM to 6 PM. It's free to all from 3 years of age and upwards. There's tennis lessons, fun tennis games and an intro to cardiac tennis at 2 PM. The contact details are 07947 241 976. Visit the website www.rochfordtennis.co.uk or email info@rochfordtennis.co.uk. Aquapig Scuba Diving is at Greenswood Academy Pool in Hockley every Wednesday evening from 7:30 PM. So why not come and try scuba diving? For more details, call 01702 395 395 or email jp@aquapigs.co.uk.
You can help shape the future of Southend University Hospital by becoming a member of the Hospital Foundation Trust. By becoming a member, you may also be able to stand for election as a governor. Elections to the Board of Governors will take place during May, with seats to be taken up in June. Available governor seats in Rochford are Patient Governor, 1 seat, Public Governor, 2 seats. Election packs for prospective candidates will be available from the end of March 2012. Membership of the Trust is free and brings many benefits. For more information, call free on 0800 018 5202 or email foundation.members@southend.nhs.uk.
The Roach Art Group meet Wednesday evenings between 7:30 and 9:30 PM at St Teresa's Church Hall, Ashington Road, Rochford, and it's located to the rear of the church. Beginners are especially welcome, but all abilities are catered for at this friendly club, who work in a variety of media at a venue with good lighting and facilities. Reasonable fees apply and details are on request, so call Christine on 01702 586 336 or John on 079 33 263 930. Rayleigh Age Concern meet 5 days a week, 52 weeks a year between 10:30 AM and 2 PM at the Todman Centre in Castle Road, Rayleigh. Rayleigh Age Concern is eager for more older people to attend and enjoy its daily luncheon club. Home-cooked, fresh food made on the premises is provided, and transport to and from the venue can also be arranged for a moderate cost. Entertainment and social events are regularly arranged. So contact 01268 775380. Essex Dementia Care at the Oasis Activity Centre, Rayleigh Baptist Church, High Road, SS6 7QA, and they meet every Wednesday from 11 AM to 3:30 PM. They provide an active and stimulating environment for people living with dementia and their carers. So for more information and book, contact 01245 363 789. You can email info@essexdementiacare.org.uk or visit their website www.essexdementiacare.org.uk. And please note that although events are checked before going to press, they are subject to change. We recommend you visit our website at www.rochford.gov.uk or contact the organisers to check before going to an event.
Council Committee and Forum dates. All these meetings are held in the Civic Suite, 2 Hockley Road, Rayleigh, SS6 8EB. Licensing Committee is on the 2nd of April at 10 in the morning. Executive, 4th of April, 7:30 p.m. Review Committee, 11th of April, 7:30 p.m. Budgets Committee, 12th of April at 7:30. Council meeting, 17th of April at 7:30. Development Committee, 19th of April at 7:30 p.m. For further information, contact Member Services on 01702 318140.
The Shop at My Local campaign is going from strength to strength, with more than 420 businesses and 750 shoppers now signed up. All members now receive a weekly email straight into their inbox with discounts for local shops and businesses, helping you save money while supporting local trade. With 9 offers in the first week of January alone, there has never been a better time to sign up and save yourself money, and the best thing is, it's completely free to use. Shop at My Local has now got its own Facebook page and Twitter feed. Simply search for Shop at My Local on Facebook and gain access to news, discounts, information and events in your local area. Shop at My Local can also be found on Twitter at www.twitter.com/Shop at My Local. Both the Facebook page and Twitter feed are updated regularly, so follow us to keep up to date with news, discounts and events in your local area.
Are you planning a Jubilee Street party this summer? 2012 will be an historic year with a long weekend of celebrations to mark the Queen's Diamond Jubilee in early June, including the Big Jubilee Lunch on Sunday the 3rd of June. The demand for street parties will be high, so we want to make it easier for you to hold one without having to plough through mountains of forms or face disproportionate charges. This guide tells you how to apply to close your street for a party. What sort of events does this apply to? The main features of a small street party are these: for residents or neighbours only, publicity only to residents, in a quiet residential road or street, self-organised, normally no insurance, no formal risk assessment needed, no licences are normally necessary if music is incidental and no selling is involved. It's that simple. Organising small private street parties is very simple and generally doesn't include activities that need a licence, such as selling alcohol or providing certain types of entertainment. The number one tip for holding a party is to plan early by getting in touch with us at least 4 to 6 weeks in advance. More helpful tips, advice and support for organising a successful event can be found on the Streets Alive website, www.streetparty.org.uk, and the Big Lunch website, www.thebiglunch.com. And what happens next? Well, if you'd like to arrange a street party for the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, you'll need to complete an application form, giving us as much information as possible to enable us to make a decision. You can visit www.rochford.gov.uk to download a form, or you can call 01702 318169. Once you've completed a form and sent it to us, we'll look at what you're proposing, process your application for road closure, and let you know if there's anything else you need to consider. We hope this guidance makes things easier for you, and good luck with your event.
Elections are now set to take place. 1/3 of the District Council is up for re-election, as well as the town parish councils of Hockley, Holbridge and Rayleigh. If you are unable to go to the polling station on election day, you can apply for a postal or proxy vote. The closing date for new postal votes or changes to existing postal or proxy arrangements for these elections is 5 p.m. on the 18th of April. The closing date for new proxy voting applications is 5 p.m. on the 25th of April. Application forms can be downloaded from the Council's website www.rochford.gov.uk, or you can contact the Election Office helpline by calling 01702 318 187 or email elections@rochford.gov.uk. The district wards involved in this year's elections are Ashington and Canewdon, Foulness and Great Wapering, Hockley Central, Hockley North, Hockley West, Holbridge, Rayleigh Central, Lodge, Swain Park, Trinity, Rochford, Wheatley and Whitehouse. And registering to vote gives you a chance to elect your local council representatives and have your say about how your district is run. Voting is your opportunity to make a difference to the issues that are important to you and the community. For more information on the elections, you can visit www.rochford.gov.uk/elections. Don't forget to vote by signing up to our free service, the Election Alarm Clock. The Election Alarm Clock is a convenient way to keep up to date with all the information regarding upcoming elections. By signing up to the electronic alarm clock, you will be alerted to upcoming elections, when and how to register for elections, when and how you can vote, and where you can vote. To sign up for this service, visit www.rochford.gov.uk/election alarm clock. Fill in your details are requested and click submit. That's it. Once you have done this, you will start to receive election alerts. Did you know there's lots more information on the website? Just visit www.rochford.gov.uk/elections to find out the current composition of Rochford District Council, how to become a councillor, how you can register to vote, application forms for proxy and postal voting, past election results, and on election night the website will be updated with all the results from the local elections. So don't forget, elections are on the 3rd of May. You need to be registered to vote in UK elections. The deadline for registering for the elections is the 18th of April. Find out more by visiting www.rochford.gov.uk/elections.
Don't be foul, clean up. Dog fouling, it's a dirty subject, but one that affects us all whether you own a dog or not. At some time or other, most of us have accidentally trodden in dog's mess and been left with the unpleasant task of cleaning it off our shoes or boots. In recent months, the Council's Street Scene and Open Spaces officers have seen an increase in the amount of dog's mess that dog owners have failed to clean up on the pavements, parks and open spaces in the district. Every dog owner should be aware of their responsibility to clean up after their dog immediately and dispose of the waste appropriately by placing it in one of the many dog waste bins or by taking it home and placing it in their non-recycling bin. Under the Council's dog control orders that came into force in 2008, anyone who's in charge of a dog and fails to clean up after that dog in public areas may be prosecuted, and if found guilty can be fined up to £1,000. Under these orders, it's no excuse that you are unaware that your dog has fouled or you don't have any means to clean up after the dog. You can still be prosecuted. The Council is committed to keeping our district a clean and pleasant place for residents and visitors alike, and will continue to clean up after irresponsible dog owners or walkers. However, we will also visit areas where there is a particular problem in an effort to deal with individuals who are not clearing up after their dogs. For more information about Rochford District Council's dog control orders and responsible dog ownership, please visit the Council's website, rochford.gov.uk, or contact customer services on 01702 318111.
Thanks for the top spot. The Council is so proud of all the efforts you've made to make sure the district is the top recycling authority in the country. With a recycling rate last year of 65.79%, the Council topped the table above every other local authority in England. The recycling team would like to say a massive thank you to everyone who has helped by recycling as much as possible. The team also want to help you so we can try and stay top of the league and maintain our position as the best recycling authority in the country for as long as possible. Rochford's recycling team are always on hand to provide advice and information about which items can be recycled and composted, not only in the bins provided to households, but also in the recycling banks located around the district, including the new bank in Back Lane, Rochford, for small electrical items such as kettles and toasters. In addition, Essex Textiles work in partnership with the Council to provide a textiles, shoes and books collection from the curbside on Recycling Collection Day. They also provide a call and collect service, so you can arrange a specific date and time for a collection. So to get in touch, call 01702 318 111, email customerservices@rochford.gov.uk, or visit the website www.rochford.gov.uk, and you can contact Essex Textiles 0800 7879 071. You can email them at info@essextextiles.co.uk, or visit their website www.essextextiles.co.uk.
Easter is nearly here, and many of us will be purchasing cards and Easter eggs to celebrate. In fact, each year approximately 80 million Easter eggs are eaten in the UK. However, along with all that chocolate comes enormous amounts of cardboard, plastic and foil packaging. In the Rochford district, the cardboard, foil and moulded plastic packaging can be recycled at the curbside in your recyclables bin. However, there are other ways you can reduce the amount of packaging you throw away. One way you can do this is to try making your own Easter eggs. Children will have lots of fun while saving money and helping the environment. Easter egg moulds can be purchased at cooking shops or online, and although they may be made from plastic, they can be used over and over again. If you do make your own Easter eggs, why not email us a picture of how they turn out? We'll put pictures of your Easter egg creations on our Recycle for Rochford Facebook page. Send your entries to communications@rochford.gov.uk.
Rochford's core strategy, the plan for the future development of the district, was adopted by the Council on the 13th of December 2011, following approval from the Government's Planning Inspector. The plan is the key planning document for the entire district. It sets out how the area will develop over the next 15 years, addressing issues such as housing, employment, town centre enhancements and the environment, to name but a few. The core strategy was prepared over a number of years, involving evidence gathering, community involvement and analysis, before being submitted to the Government for examination in January 2010. At this point, an inspector was appointed by the Secretary of State to determine if the strategy was sound. As part of the examination, hearing sessions were held where objectors to policies had the opportunity to explain their concerns to the inspector. Following this process, the core strategy has not only been found sound and legally compliant by the inspector, but only minor changes are required. The inspector found in favour of the Council on all significant issues. Examples of some of the outcomes of this include housing to meet our district's requirement will be built in the areas the Council had suggested and determined to be the most appropriate, following analysis and community involvement. The vast majority, approximately 99% of the green belt, will be protected from development, as will important environmental areas and open spaces. All new homes will be built to the Lifetime Home Standard, ensuring that new homes can be adapted to meet our residents' needs, whatever their circumstances. New development will be required to be built to high environmental standards. Developers will be required to include affordable housing within their housing development schemes and to incorporate other requirements proposed by the Council, including new schools in certain locations, play spaces, youth and community facilities, transport improvements, etc. New employment development will take place north of London's Southend Airport, west of Rayleigh and in town centres. Protection of our historic environment and character of our district, including buildings that may not be nationally significant but are of local importance. So the legal challenge to adoption of the core strategy. Under Section 113 of the Planning and Compulsory Purchase Act of 2004, any person aggrieved by the core strategy may make an application to the High Court on grounds that the document is not within the appropriate powers and/or a procedural requirement has not been complied with. The deadline for such an application in respect of the Rochford District Core Strategy was the 24th of January 2012. On the 19th of January 2012, Rochford District Council received notification of a legal challenge to the core strategy. The legal challenge has been brought by Cogent Land LLP, who are seeking to quash certain policies, namely H1, H2, H3 and paragraphs 4.1 to 4.31 in the core strategy which relate to housing. The rest of the core strategy is unaffected by this challenge. At the time of this publication, the challenge remains undetermined. Until the challenge is determined, the whole of the core strategy has full effect as adopted. The full core strategy document is available to download from our website. Simply visit www.rochford.gov.uk and click on Core Strategy Update in the In Focus box.
Pause for thought with pets. In the event of an evacuation, the Council has a number of rest centres available for people. However, they can't accommodate animals. If there is an emergency and you leave your pets at home, we would advise that you shut them inside an upstairs room with ample supplies of food and water. Leave notices on external doors saying there are animals inside. If animals are left in a field or field shelter, leave emergency contact details on the gate and shelter. If your pets are evacuated, emergency supplies are essential. This kit should be easily assembled at short notice and able to be stored in a sturdy container that's easily carried and accessible. The kit could contain food, 7 days supply minimum, feeding bowls, medication, pet carrier, cage or crate, chain lead, blanket or pet coats, treats, toys and bedding, pooper scooper, litter tray and litter, a picture of your pet with your registration, insurance, microchip number and vaccination documents in a sealed waterproof bag. For more information on what else you can do to help your pets in an emergency, visit www.rochford.gov.uk.
And now an NHS campaign. Let's be clear about bowel cancer. Bowel cancer is the second most common cancer in the UK, and when it comes to cancer deaths, it's the second biggest killer. NHS South Essex is supporting an important national cancer awareness campaign to highlight the early signs and symptoms of bowel cancer. The Be Clear on Cancer campaign aims to increase cancer survival rates through early detection. Bowel cancer affects both men and women. Most people diagnosed with the disease are over 50, and those with a family history of bowel cancer are more at risk. People are being encouraged to seek advice and treatment if they believe they may have the symptoms of bowel cancer. The earlier symptoms are checked with the GP, the better the chance of successful treatment and survival. So how to spot it? If for the last 3 weeks, has there been blood in your poo? Has your poo been looser? If you have experienced one of these symptoms in the last 3 weeks, you should visit your GP. Other signs and symptoms can include persistent change in bowel habits, bleeding from back passage, pain, discomfort in the abdomen, a lump in your abdomen, losing weight for no obvious reason. Bowel problems are quite common, and it doesn't necessarily mean you have bowel cancer if you experience these symptoms. They could be symptoms of other conditions such as hemorrhoids or piles. However, you should not try to diagnose yourself. You should visit your GP, and if it isn't serious, your mind will be put at rest. If it is a serious condition such as bowel cancer, the earlier it's diagnosed, the more treatable it is. Visiting your GP could save your life. For more information about bowel cancer symptoms, please contact your GP practice or visit www.nhs.uk/bowel cancer.
Staying safe on a night out. The Rochford District Community Safety Partnership, CSP, has unveiled 2 initiatives aimed at encouraging young people to take their personal safety more seriously. Working with Rochford District Youth Council, the CSP has published Stay Safe, a handy personal safety guide for young people. 5,000 copies are being distributed through the Youth Council, Rochford District Council, the CSP and police and via local pubs and clubs. The pocket-sized leaflet contains useful tips on keeping safe when out and about, ranging from what to avoid when going clubbing to being street smart if travelling alone. Rochford District Council's Domestic Abuse Reduction Advisor, Tracy Schneider, said, "The idea came about as a result of feedback from my talks in schools and work with adults. Common sense can go out the window when people are partying, regardless of age, and it was evident young people wanted more advice on keeping safe when out having a good time." In a separate move, the partnership has enlisted selected local pubs and clubs to distribute a few key items to help safeguard female customers, including a personal safety alarm, bottle of mineral water, and a pair of one-size flip-flops together with a drawstring bag. Tracy said, "It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of a night out dancing without giving a thought to what happens when the music stops and each item has been included to help clubbers get home safely. Distribution of the items has been clearly targeted to have the most impact." The chair of the CSP and Rochford District Council's portfolio holder for young persons and community safety, Councillor Joe McPherson, said, "I welcome the initiative shown by the CSP and the Youth Council in producing this guide to help fill a demonstrable knowledge gap, and also commend those local clubs and pubs who have agreed to distribute the bags to revellers. It shows a real concern for the safety of their patrons once they've left the premises."
Andrew and Nicola Farmer from Rochford were among 44 cyclists who took the opportunity to have their bicycles fitted with security tags at a special tagging session held by Neighbourhood Watch. The couple read about the event, which was held at Rayleigh Library in Rochford District Matters, and decided to take advantage of the free fitting service sponsored by the CSP. Andrew said, "We thought it a good idea and the fitting took only a matter of minutes. Bikes fitted with the electronic chips, a proven deterrent to bike thieves, are more likely to be returned to their owners should they be recovered after being stolen or lost. The implants are inserted into the frame of the bike, and each contains its own unique code which is registered on a national database with details of that particular bike and its true owner. There are lots of bike tagging events coming up, and don't forget to keep checking the website, which is updated with new events at www.rochford.gov.uk/RDM. Dog lovers, bike owners and anyone who's concerned about their local parks and open spaces have the opportunity to make their views known. The CSP has organised an event over the next couple of months which you are welcome to attend, and the next one is due to take place at the Boston Avenue Play Space in Rayleigh on Friday the 20th of April between 2 and 4 p.m. Similar events have already taken place at Great Wakering Recreation Ground and at Cherry Orchard Country Park. The events have been organised so you can raise your concerns and discuss issues such as fly tipping, littering, dog fouling, illegal motorcycling and other acts of antisocial behaviour that spoil the enjoyment of other park users. As well as this, dog owners will have the opportunity to have their pet fitted with a free microchip and their details registered on a national database, courtesy of the Dog's Trust, to aid its return should it ever go astray. Neighbourhood Watch will be on hand to fit free security devices to bicycles to deter their theft, and the Rayleigh, Rochford and District Association for Voluntary Service, or RAVS, will be at both events to promote volunteering opportunities. Essex Fire and Rescue Service, Essex Police and Essex County Council will also have a presence at each location to provide information and deal with inquiries from the public. We look forward to seeing you there.
Rochford District Matters is edited by Patrick John and produced by Rochford District Council, who can be found at 3 to 19 South Street, Rochford, SS4 1BW. Their main telephone number is 01702 546366, and their website is at www.rochford.gov.uk. The paper is printed by Sharman and Company Limited. That brings us to the end of this edition, which was recorded by volunteers from the Rayleigh, Rochford and Castle Point talking newspapers for the blind at their studio in Rochford.